after a year and a half of an interrupted search process, Memphis-Shelby County Schools has finally selected a new leader. Good evening, everybody. I'm Rudy Williams.
And I'm Pepper Baker. A few hours ago, the board selected Dr. Marie Feagins as the district's new superintendent. She's MSCS's first outside choice since 2008. ABC 24's Jay Shakur is live at MSCS headquarters. And Jay, how are people responding to the decision?
Pepper, it was a mixture of opinions. Some parents wanted a superintendent more familiar with Memphis, while others say they're relieved and happy despite the months-long delay and the thousands of taxpayer dollars spent. They're relieved and happy with the board's final choice. It's official. Dr. Marie Feagins is the MSCS board's choice to lead the state's largest school district as superintendent.
Well, I think the school board has done their due diligence. They listened to the community and listened to the concerns of the community, and so ultimately they selected the best next leader.
After months of delays and 2 rounds of voting Friday, Dr. Feagins won 2/3 of support, and then board members agreed to allow members who first supported another candidate to change their vote, making the decision unanimous. After the vote, parents expressed their hopes that Dr. Feagins will restore the confidence of the district's educators.
One thing I'd like to see the district do is to reinvest in their teachers.
Dr. Feagins currently serves as the chief of leadership in Detroit and has said she has helped improve graduation rates at a majority of that city's schools with initiatives and academic mentoring tools that she hopes to bring to parents here in Memphis.
Ms. Feagins was actually my first choice in the beginning. When she first did the first initial interview, I was impressed with her because she understands what Memphis is going to, because Detroit and Memphis are almost the same. We're identical when it comes to learning.
Now, after the vote, the MSCS board wouldn't give a timeline on salary and contract negotiations with Dr. Feagins. They also wouldn't talk about a backup plan if talks fail. She's expected to start in July. Live at MSCS headquarters, I'm Jay Shakur.
All right, Jay, thanks a lot. So who is Dr. Marie Feagins? Let's take a closer look at her career and her background now. Before her current position at Detroit Public Schools, she served in principal roles in Cleveland, along with Huntsville and Birmingham, Alabama. Dr. Feagins received her doctorate in education from Samford University and her undergraduate degree from the University of Alabama. Her community involvement includes College Board Midwestern Regional Council and Women of Tomorrow Metro Detroit Mentor.
Now, we definitely can't forget that today's MSCS board selection of Dr. Marie Feagins took a year and a half and 2 separate search processes. The saga began in August of 2022 when former MSCS Superintendent Dr. Joris Ray resigned amid allegations of extramarital affairs with MSCS employees. And that's when Chief Financial Officer Tony Williams stepped in as interim superintendent. During the first search, a firm named Williams as a finalist, but the board, unhappy with the search criteria, called it off and ordered a new one. Records show the 2 searches cost taxpayers nearly $60,000.
While the MSCS board was finalizing their choice of leader, earlier this week, Representative Mark White criticized the search for the next superintendent. The Republican state lawmaker proposing legislation to add state-appointed members to the MSCS board. Now, this would mean having representatives from the state on that board. Well, as a response, MSCS board chair Althea Green said this is absolutely not needed. We may have had some challenges, but more interference from the General Assembly is not warranted at this time. We have to stop experimenting with our children.
We will continue to follow the latest updates with Dr. Marie Feagins as she prepares to step into the superintendent position. You can stay up to date on air, but if we're not on air, be sure to download the ABC 24 mobile app. To download, text app to 901-321-7520.